I keep expecting the theme song to kick in because the cold open's over. But
Yeah.
you do that in post.
It's true.
Why don't you enjoy a cup of calming tea? Sharing tea with a fascinating stranger is one of life's true delights. Please sit. More tea, please. Here is your tea.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 20th episode of My Podcabbages. It's been 10 episodes since episode 10. You know what that means. That's right. It's time for tea with a fascinating stranger. We won't be talking about an episode today, and instead, we have invited a fascinating stranger to the tea room for a little thematic interview since, as we all know, sharing tea with a fascinating stranger is one of life's true delights. Oh, I'm Noah.
I'm Summer.
I'm Alex. Hi. I'm Alex Leaf Crunch from Online.
Yay! Alex is a good friend of this show and also part of our Noise Space family as one of the new hosts of Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die. We're very excited to have her with us today.
Thanks. And it's not a threat. It's just a fact.
It is, just a fact. First of all, Alex, please do share your personal history with the show.
I'd love to. So I'm 24. So it was like airing when I was grade school age. But I never really watched it then. Like I saw it a couple of times on TV, but either like I didn't get it because it was mid-season and I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
Or I just forgot it because I remember like thinking the world was really cool, but not knowing anything about the story. So I eventually watched it in like 2010. And then I like fell in love and I've watched it like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, good.
Very good.
Yay. That means you have lots of knowledge. That's probably stuff that I've
I have a lot of
forgotten.
I have a lot of like trivia from just browsing the Avatar subreddit for hours a day when I was in high school.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember most of it. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's totally valid.
I feel like I have that experience with like every TV show that I watched as a kid except for Avatar for some reason.
You just have a good memory of Avatar?
I think Avatar was the only show that I actually like sort of kept up with, whereas things like Teen Titans and like Danny Phantom, I had like a just vague knowledge of what might be happening.
That's true. I feel like just watching cartoons as a kid, it was just like popping in for an episode here and there. But with Avatar, it was definitely like we have to watch each episode as they come out and go back and rewatch episodes if we get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember my first episode that I remember seeing was the Northern Air Temple, which actually, the time this comes out,
Oh, God.
that might be the last episode that was covered.
Right.
Yeah, your reaction is fair, but also I feel like even the rough season 1 episodes are they just have a special place in my heart.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
The Northern Air Temple episode is definitely like a very special episode about disability in some ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they definitely like missed the mark on that they kind of got back on the bandwagon with TWAFS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even so, it's like it's a good episode.
So, Alex, another thing we have to ask: what kind of bender do you think you would be?
God, so my first thought is always earthbending.
Ooh, strong.
Yeah, she's strong. Because I remember like in the time before I had seen the show, when I had a very vague idea of what bending was, I remember like seeing when Toph banged the ground and made like a tent for herself.
Yeah.
And I just like would sometimes do that and pretend that I was in a little tent.
Oh, that's so good.
When I was a kid and there was like too much happening around me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's the strongest connection I feel.
I love that. I love that. There aren't a whole lot of people who would identify as an earthbender because I feel like people don't have a lot of faith in their own like inner strength. So it's really refreshing and nice to hear that. I like that.
Yeah, it's very relatable.
I feel like it's probably the most, if bending real, it would be the most common one.
Yeah.
just in terms of like the population of the Earth Kingdoms.
Earth Kingdom's big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so ahead of time, we asked you to pick a topic from the show Avatar, and you picked animals. Why animals?
Yeah, I just think they're neat. In real life and also in Avatar.
Yes.
I think like one of the most striking things about the world building is the hybrid animals, but also like watching along with my pod cabbages this time, I've noticed a lot of idiosyncrasies with like real animals being mentioned a lot more than I remember.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's really weird.
And I actually I had all of today off, and I was up early to like drive my mom to the airport, so I just kind of all afternoon watched everything up to chapter 15 again at 2 times speed to count all the animal mentions.
You're so
and I
amazing.
really want to talk about that.
Done so much work. It's a good topic for sure.
Thank you so much for your service.
I am excited to get into it. Before we start, let me grab you a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you.
Which kind do you prefer?
I actually have one right here in case you can't see it.
Oh my God.
I felt it was thematically appropriate to have a mug of tea. It's a very special kind of tea, which is made of beans and pushed through a filter at high pressure. And it's called coffee in some places.
I guess that counts.
Love bean water.
Bean water. Do you take cream or sugar in your tea and or coffee?
Hell no.
Nice.
Same.
We are all on the same page. So my question to you, Alex, is if the components of your personality were divided and then reassembled into an Avatar-style animal quilt, what exactly would that look like? I guess basically what I'm asking is like, what would your Avatar: The Last Airbender universe persona be?
Thank you for this question.
You're so welcome.
Oh my God. My immediate answer is like a flying fox, but that's already an animal.
That does exist. You could patch on some other parts to that though.
Yeah. And also it could be just like a fox with wings.
They do have, I guess it's technically a bat. Is it? I'm not sure. My mom sent me these pictures of these huge fucking bats that they have in Australia.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're like flying foxes are real animals.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. They're so beautiful though. Are they technically bats or are they actually foxes with wings?
Sorry, they are bats, yes.
Okay.
They're just called flying foxes because they look like that.
God, I love to see those.
Yeah. Do you see the videos of them like swaddled up in blankets?
No. Oh my God.
Like there's baby ones that have to get rescued and then they get swaddled up and they like drink from baby bottles and it's really cute.
Oh my God. Well, I know what I'm doing right after we log off Discord today.
Yeah, so I guess that's my answer would be like a wolf bat, but a fox bat.
Oh, that's so good. Would it be like really big or would it be about the same size as a regular flying fox?
I think in the middle, like an actual fox size, like not as small as a big bat, but not as big as a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love that.
Nocturnal or daytime animal?
They are diurnal. So
I'm
the science side of Tumblr.
I wish I knew what that word means.
I'm just going to keep going, pretend I know what that word means.
And I am interacting. Diurnal is just the opposite of nocturnal.
Oh my God. That's a good vocabulary lesson.
Thank you.
I've got that in my book now, so I'm sure there will be lots of opportunities for me to use that word.
Thanks for saying the first science actual fact on the show.
That's true.
You're welcome. I'm not going to talk about how you thought water was organic for the whole episode.
Look, it's a component to life, so... I like how we haven't technically fact checked you on that, but we're just going to trust you. It's fine.
Alex, in season 2, we see a library run by a giant talking owl.
True.
Do you think that wild birds should be allowed in public areas?
This is a really important question.
You mean like parks?
Just in public areas.
Libraries?
What kinds of public areas exactly?
Indoors, outdoors, in between, like a greenhouse. just wild birds coming in.
Okay.
The answer to all of these is yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't really care much about birds when I was a kid. I didn't really feel anything either way, but I feel like the older I get, the more I just can't get enough of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful and funny, which is a rare combination, I think.
That's true. I mean, like me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, birds are really good. I don't have any more comments about birds except that they're great. And they should be allowed to vote and use libraries.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the society we would live in?
Birds rights activists, but real.
Yeah.
But unironic.
Yeah, but with voting power.
Yeah. If a board... Sorry.
Go on.
You want to take that again?
Most of the things that are cut out is just like me just mispronouncing words.
It's so true.
Seconds
Noah has
into a sentence.
so many fun ways to pronounce words.
If a bird wore pants, would it be like this or like this?
I think definitely like this.
Yeah, same.
I think that's exactly how it would work.
Right, like it's funny to think about the other way, but it really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like,
just
like this doesn't make any sense, but this is like obviously it.
practically, like, come on, people. It's. I mean, like, I get the sort of random humor of this, but this is just
this is how it works.
Yeah.
Like if it was this, then the bird seed would all fall out of his pockets.
Cool. Well, I think we always speed through these, but I think it is time for our probe ending round.
Ding.
So this week, instead of attacking our poor defenseless guests with SAT questions, Alex actually came prepared with a challenge for the hosts.
I did. I tried to decide between two challenges, and they were both good ideas, so I did both. The first one is mostly like I did most of the work, which was, like I said, combing through the entire series so far for every... I have 3 categories of animals here, which are on-screen named animals, on-screen unnamed animals, and off-screen named animals. And I just want to kind of do an honorable mention for the off-screen named animals, because a lot of them in these early episodes are just animals, because they didn't do much thinking about that in the scripts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, in the first episode, Iroh wants Zuko to wait for him to finish his roast duck, which is just a bird.
Just a bird.
In the 6th episode, the imprisoned episode, there's the part where the Warren is asking, was it a bison or a buffalo? And how does he know what either of those are?
That's so true.
That's very specific that they have both normal bison and normal buffaloes.
I can't believe I didn't. Did we point that out?
I don't know.
But also in that episode, the part where Katara is trying to get onto the ship and she's like faking being an earthbender and she's insulting Sokka, she compares his ears to elephant's ears.
Wow, you're very observant.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time today. The other one I kind of want to draw attention to is the Bato of the Water Tribe episode, which was the one written by someone who's only written that ever.
Yeah.
And was the bad writing one.
Oh my God.
Contains references to rats, octopus, and wolf.
Oh
my God.
It also has just a regular grizzly bear rug. So yeah, that's just an interesting...
This is really sending me.
It just makes me think if these are just like cryptids or something.
I heard you had an octopus that you put on your head.
Yeah.
That's like the actual interesting part of the story.
Right.
Like, an octopus? Wow.
Yeah. Just like endangered. Like he's eating like a roast duck, but he's only able to because he's like the Fire Lord's brother and it's like the fanciest, rarest animal you can get your hands on.
Oh, that's sort of technically like why the Earth King has the bear.
So with the grizzly bear, I did want to give them some slack because there is a bear later on, but it's still kind of weird.
And it could even be like a retcon or something.
True.
Yeah.
To try to patch up some weird writing. Damage control.
I love the key that you've made for like normal ass animal, hybrid animal, and unclear.
Yes. I also just wanted to mention as a little fun fact for Bato of the Water Tribe, Bato is French for boat.
Oh,
Interesting.
how appropriate. How extremely literal.
Makes you wonder.
That's so fun. I don't speak any French at all. Passe le bonbon.
I only know
Well,
the Dexter's Laboratory one, which I can't even remember.
It's passé le bonbon.
Comme du fromage.
Omelette du fromage? Cheese omelette.
Even like in high school, I literally stole a French textbook from one of the French rooms during lunch, and I like took it home because I wanted to learn. I absorbed nothing at all. Like not a single word. I think there was one thing you wanted to do with the the animals also.
Yeah. So, of the animals in the show so far, the ones that have names and are like definitely hybrids, like there's a couple that it's like a red fish. It could be like half salmon, half bass, but I have no way of knowing.
Half red, half fish.
Yeah, exactly. Half red, half fish, all nude and mad online. But disqualifying Appa and Momo because they're main characters, obviously. There are 15 hybrid animals that I saw so far. And I would like you to rank them.
Yes, I'm looking at the list right now. Okay, so I'm going to read them off, and then Noah, why don't you you give me 1 through 10, and then afterward we'll all like sort of compile a good list. Okay, so otter penguin.
Otter penguin, definitely top tier for me.
Top tier?
It's up there.
Okay. How about you, Alex?
Otter penguin is really good. I feel like it's an early draft. Like it comes from the first episode, obviously. They kind of at some point they must have been like, oh, this world's gonna have 6-legged animals.
Yeah.
But then they read the early script for James Cameron's Avatar and realized that they couldn't do that.
That's true. Yeah, it definitely feels like they were going for like, let's make animals weird, and decided to give extra legs to this penguin. And then they're like, from now on, we're just going to smush them together because that's easier than trying to come up with something unique every time.
Yeah.
But I do like it, though. It is shaped like a friend. The otter
really
penguin.
is.
Penguin.
Penguins and otters they're extremely cute things.
They're both
of them.
I want to say they're both like very loving animals too, like affectionate to each other. So I cannot
that's true.
even imagine how
they both like specifically hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The most lovable animal.
They really knew what they were doing with these animals.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just otters love to hold hands and penguins just love to cuddle around with each other.
The next one is the tiger seal,
which we only see for a second when the like avatar beam is lighting up in the sky. They just yell about it a bit.
Okay.
They're low tier for me.
Yeah, same here. It just looks like a seal with little stripes on it.
I think both of these animals would terrify me to see in the wild. So I'm not sure how I feel about this one.
Here, I'm gonna real time move these around.
Shit!
Ooh.
Shit! This is amazing.
Yeah. This is making me feel like that picture that's like when someone enters the Google Doc with me, and it's like that woman sitting inside the car with the door open, and it's like the door of like a little limo.
Yeah.
Isn't that Mariah Carey?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Look, as established earlier in the Discord, I don't know shit or fuck. So.
Well, as the science set of Tumblr, I can identify Mariah Carey on the spot.
You can tell by the feet.
No, I did not say that.
Okay, so the next one is the tiger dog.
It's actually a polar dog. I checked the wiki after I wrote this list.
Okay, polar dog.
It's not a polar bear dog. It's just a polar dog.
Just a cool
and
dog.
It is literally just in the crowd scene of the village, just kind of like sleeping at the feet of the kids.
Oh my god. So it's the opposite of a hot dog.
Yeah.
If it's sleeping at the feet of children, at the foot of babes, I have to assume it's a sweet animal.
Is Naga a polar dog?
No,
But big?
that's That's the thing, is that polar bear dogs and polar dogs have separate entries in the Avatar Wiki app.
God, this is confusing.
This feels like so like patchy when I look at it all like this.
Exactly.
Just happening as we go.
So, like, the polar dog is great in concept, but really botched execution for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So far, I would put it, like, just above tiger seal, but below otter penguin.
A cold dog?
It's a, like a...
We've
a
already
cold dog.
established that it is the opposite of a hot dog.
Okay,
But what if it was a dog who was chilly?
I'm going to say...
A chili dog.
Yeah, I would put...
Oh.
I would put this dog pretty high up. Not as high as otter penguin, but just dogs in general.
Dogs are good most of the time.
That's true. I feel like it's got some pretty stiff competition in this list, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, but based on its design and execution in this fictional universe, could be better. So, oh my God, elephant koi. Love these big boys. Yeah. Love them.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say that they're racist and it's good. That's
wait.
Devil's advocate. No.
Can you please...
We're going to put that on the Twitter when we...
Elephant koi, they're racist and it's good.
No, what I'm going to say for these and the unagi as well is that they're hybrids of a normal animal with the concept of, like, gigantism. They're not necessarily hybrid animals.
That is a good point. Unless they're crossbred with, like... elephant whales. I couldn't think of anything big in the ocean that started with elephant.
Well, we never see their bottoms, so maybe they have little elephant-like feet at the bottom.
That would be amazing.
In which case, they'd be very high up.
Yeah, that would be the first one on the list for me, if that were the case.
So they are...
Wait, what if their little elephant legs were, like, so long that they're just reaching the bottom of the... They're just running around?
Just like those Salvador Dali elephants.
Yeah.
Long legs. It does remind me of that troll comic that I saw one time of just ducks in the water and, like, their feet just grow really, really long as they walk into it instead of just swimming on top.
Just retractable.
How is that a troll comic? I don't understand.
It was like Rage comic, like it was in that sort of style.
Was someone really angry about how dare these ducks be deceiving us like this? Anyway, I do think you made a good point that it is kind of a lazy concept, just a big, a big fish, and not to mention like koi allegedly could in the real world grow this big. I doubt it, but like the
not
idea,
this big, but
probably not this big, but they say it can get as big as the container as long as it doesn't get caught.
The fact that
sorry, I thought you said as long as it doesn't get cucked.
That too, though, if you really think about it.
The name elephant koi also...
Just please don't think about that too much, though.
Okay.
That would ruin your day.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Noah.
The name elephant koi, I feel like it also implies that there are normal koi. Because it just means
like Tui and La.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. The only koi fish.
I don't know if we've mentioned this on the podcast, but Noah and I have been planning on getting cats like since we've known each other, and we want to get a black one and a white one and call them Tui and La, and I think it'll be really cute.
That is perfect.
Wait. That just so that we have that down for posterity.
Yeah.
Original idea, do not steal.
Exactly. Nobody else can do this now. Yeah, so they're gonna be. I feel like I'm really like back and forth, like sort of 50-50 on those. For now, so I don't have a strong feeling either way, I guess.
I would put it a little bit below the dog.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is the unagi, which, as we know, like you said, it's just a big version of an animal that already kind of technically
exists.
Unagi, I mean, it's called unagi, but unagi means eel. Okay. So it's just a big eel.
Eels don't look like that, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if real eels can like shoot water.
Well, you've never seen one this big, so maybe by the time they get...
Yeah, true.
They unlock the ability.
Yeah, it's like the final evolution of an eel.
And like there are fish that shoot water, so it is feasible.
It's totally feasible.
Sounds so rude.
Shooting water?
Yeah.
What, you never played with super soakers when you were a kid?
Just being
It's just a fun time.
Just being spit on by a fish, I would just retire my life.
I would be honored. Not in a weird way.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is a badge of honor. I've been absolutely blasted. Eel flavor blasted. So the unagi for me, I think just because this one seems so out of place.
It's very fantasy creature.
Yeah, because it's not a hybrid, and it doesn't even have like a descriptive word in it.
It's like a sea dragon, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it does have a descriptive word in it. Maybe it's unagi because it's a huge unagi.
Absolutely huge nagi. I wish it was called that.
A huge nagi.
A huge nagi. For me personally, I want to put it below the elephant koi because it's scary.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I would put it above the elephant koi because it eats the elephant koi.
It is above the elephant koi on the food chain, so.
For making a food chain. The otter penguin's on top of the food chain.
That sounds right.
The most loving, caring, affectionate animal just eats all of the other ones.
The highest predator. Otter penguin.
Because it draws you in because it's so cute.
And you like raise your flipper and say it's been an honor, Mrs. Otter Penguin.
What about you, Noah?
Gotta be the tiebreaker here.
I would personally put it one step below the elephant koi because it's rude.
That's what I was thinking.
It is rude. That's true.
Just because I couldn't be friends with it.
But if we're going by that metric, would you want to be friends with the tiger seal?
Now this is getting complicated.
Now we're like going.
Yeah, we're getting
we're
in the
rating
weeds
these
too much.
ethically.
This is I was gonna say we're like sort of looking at this in a like a graph. Like we get the friendability and then just good as a concept.
Right, we need a 3-axis chart here.
Friendability, and if it's just a well-conceived idea, which a tiger seal is not.
And then the third axis is how big it is.
And how carnivorous it is.
The third axis is, on one side it's how big it is, and on the other side it's how large it is.
Ooh. Okay, so our next one is the Komodo rhino. Those are the ones the fire people are riding. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so we can't go by friendability because this is a good concept. I do like this concept. And it works great for what it is being used as.
I can't imagine what makes them different from a rhino in my head right now.
They're like lizards.
Lizard tails.
Yeah.
Okay, lizardy.
So it's like get a rhino, and what if it were a lizard?
What if it was a lizard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, please, can we just make everything a lizard?
They are friends.
Are they?
They're friends with the Fire Nation people.
Yeah.
But
Right. There's no bad Komodo rhinos, only bad firebenders.
Komodo rhinos don't kill people. Firebenders do. But the thing is, do they... I was going to say breathe fire, and then I remembered Komodo dragons don't breathe fire.
They don't, but they do have like the most venomous bite in the world or something.
I think it's because their teeth are like so full of bacteria, it makes them venomous or something like that.
They're just like disgusting garbage
They just
lizards
have such bad hygiene that
to the point that it's a deadly weapon, which I respect.
Yeah, weaponize unhygienity. I do remember reading back when I was in like deep in the bad pits of scary religious stuff, that when they were trying to like explain away some of the kind of things in the Bible that didn't make any sense, I was taught by my church that lizards that breathed fire did actually exist. So I grew up for a very long time believing that dragons were real.
what would you need the fact of lizards breathing fire to patch up some inconsistency.
There are literally lizards that breathe fire in the Bible.
There are.
That's true.
Literally.
Well,
I guess
yes.
I
Literally.
didn't read that carefully.
Yeah. I have read this book many times.
Isn't there like a passage in the Bible that's like not in most Bibles? It's like a secret Bible verse about Jesus killing lizards or
What?
killing dragons. Or oh no,
Jesus
it's
Dragon Slayer?
no, it's the opposite actually. It's Jesus killing children with a dragon.
Oh my god. What?
It's one of the
This
like
is some Star Wars episode 3 shit.
it's the extended universe of Jesus.
Oh my god. I don't
Yeah.
remember ever learning about that, but I hope
I don't think
that's
it's in the
true.
normal Bible. You have to go like ask for the
Yeah.
Bibles they have in the back.
It's the prequel.
And it was actually a manga first.
Oh yeah, of course. As it always is.
Mhm.
I would read that though.
Yeah.
It sounds extremely entertaining.
It's the dark timeline of the Bible.
We didn't actually just like come up with a decision for this.
Komodo dragon.
I like it.
Shit. Komodo rhino. I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why not?
It just makes the rhino more scary.
Or more sticky.
Can they climb walls?
I don't think Komodo dragons
That's
can climb
more-
walls. But
Can they?
But is it called a Komodo rhino because it is an actual hybrid of those two animals, or is it just sort of like how the elephant koi has elephant qualities?
I think it is meant to be like a reptilian rhinoceros.
So in that case, it could have some things in common with a gecko.
They could lay eggs.
Ooh, rhino eggs. They probably do.
If rhinos laid eggs, would they be fleshy?
Would they wear jeans like this or like this?
If an egg wore pants.
I'm going to say that they're, for me, between tiger dog and elephant koi. That's my.
I agree.
Yeah. How do you feel, Noah?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna be vetoed anyway.
I think they're a good concept, even if they're not like high on the
Cuddly.
friend scale.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also maybe there's like a really sweet story about like a Fire Nation soldier having like bonding with their Komodo rhino.
Aw, I
Yeah.
would love that. Yeah.
Like do you think like the horse girls that you run into in
Mhm.
elementary school, there's got to be like Komodo rhino girls?
Yes.
Oh my god, that would have been me. Our next one is goat gorilla. Which, why those two things? That is such a wild. What? Does this gorilla have square eyes?
It's Flopsy. The
Yeah,
Oh,
Flopsy.
yeah.
It is a combination of two of the sort of like most uncanny animals that you can meet.
It's interesting that it was supposed to be a rabbit and they chose a goat instead.
Alex,
yes.
have you seen a goat and gorilla in real life?
What do you mean by that?
I think I've seen a goat for sure. And I don't think I've seen a gorilla, but maybe someone was wearing like a big hat and I couldn't tell they were a gorilla.
Yeah.
So I can't say no.
Where are you going with this,
Mhm.
Noah?
It's just they look fine in pictures and stuff, but like when you actually see them,
They do look a little bit like
It's-
aliens.
you don't expect the rectangular pupil thing with a goat.
Yes, that's true.
And when you're standing around a gorilla, it feels like that you're standing around another person.
And like a naked guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes,
like just
absolutely.
like this is a man.
They
and
they definitely just feel like you're just hanging out with a person. It's so
it's
weird.
very like
Which you are, to be clear.
yeah.
Well, kind.
It is
Yeah.
it crosses over the feeling of like hanging out with an animal and hanging out with a person.
It's really weird. I just recently went to the zoo in Omaha, I want to say. It's actually the biggest zoo in not the world, surely, but I think it is in the US, which I was shocked. But they have like a very large gorilla enclosure, or just for all of their monkey-like animals. They have like a bunch of different monkeys. I don't know what the proper way to address them is.
By their names.
Okay, there was Sue, Justin, and no, but there was this one place where there was this mother gorilla, and she was lying on the floor with a sock on her hand, like she was like looking up at the ceiling with this sock on her hand and like sort of opening it and closing it in front of her face like it was a little puppet. And people were like kind of banging on the glass and she was totally ignoring them, which you're not supposed to ever do because gorillas can get really aggressive if you bother them like that. So whenever everyone left, I walked up to the glass and I took off my shoe and I put my own sock on my hand and I like held it up to the glass and she just like she instantly like looked up at me and looked so confused. I don't know. She was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And I just like started using it as like a little puppet too, and she just like stared at me like she was having like an out of body experience.
It's amazing.
So I had a very intimate connection with the girl.
You're like
I
a
don't like
partial tongue except with sock puppets.
And then the glass disappeared and mayhem ensued.
It was the whole thing.
But yeah, if you ever have a chance to have a gorilla experience, it is something else.
If you have a chance to have a goat experience, maybe think twice about it.
Yeah. The other thing about goats is that they make weird human sounds.
It's true. If you mixed a goat and a gorilla in real life, it would just be a person because it would look like a person and sound like a person.
Just turn into a real human being. Oh my god. I hate to think about this.
Just fan theory. Humans are just goats and gorillas combined.
Oh my god.
So conceptually, it has to be at the top just because it's so fucking wild.
I agree.
I would never want to meet one. It has to be the most uncomfortable animal to be standing around.
And the fact that Boomy has one
makes
me feel like they're probably not safe to have as pets.
No, definitely not. I have to imagine he got it when it was very small and maybe didn't know what it was.
Oh, it's a teacup goat gorilla.
He thought it was actually a rabbit. That's why he named it Flopsy.
So our next one is ostrich horse, which also terrifying combination.
That's true.
but also ostrich horse girls.
Ooh.
Oh, that's another one.
Two competing.
You got factions now.
Okay, personally, being around horses terrifies me. Like incredibly scary. And then I have never been near an ostrich, but I can only imagine that is also equally terrifying. Big animals with powerful legs, don't like those.
That's very true. And also being around ostriches, there's a small chance that it'll get horny for you because they sometimes just have that response to humans.
What the fuck?
I really hate that.
And they start doing mating displays.
No, I didn't know this.
It's really cute if you don't know what it is.
And if you do, then it's the most terrifying experience you can possibly imagine.
Just go through my Google search history and it'll just say how to appear unattractive to ostriches.
Definitely like for the practicality as like a transportation animal, it's great. It's like perfect.
Yeah, little chocobos.
Yeah, exactly.
If you could mix just the rideability of a horse with everything, that would be great. You can
the rideability of a horse and the convenience of an ostrich.
The convenience. What about like a horse cat? Like it just looks like a big cat, but you can put a saddle on it.
What's it called when a car only has one door on each side, like a hatchback?
You've
Small?
come to the wrong place. I don't know anything about cars.
Door with one car.
Door with one car on each side.
Man, door, hand, hook, one door. There's some funny pictures on here. A coupe? Is that it? Yeah, it's like a political coupe. That was just a long way to say that the ostrich horse is like the coupe of horse.
Okay.
That's a really good point. It's sort of like the experience of a semi-truck without the trailer attached.
Without the trailer on it, yes.
Are ostriches that one animal that can like kick you with both of their feet at the same time?
What the fuck?
Is that a thing that they do?
I would
That
think
cannot
that's
be possible.
kangaroos because they can like lean on their tail.
That would make way more
Okay.
sense.
I was just thinking,
An ostrich can do it, but they would fall over
yeah,
immediately.
They can do it very fast and then like
Yeah.
swing back.
They just do like a full circle.
Yeah.
Also, a
Hey.
horse could
Head over
definitely do that
heels.
because they have 4 legs.
I'm just thinking if they're part horse, if they feel compelled to do that, but they do fall over every time.
So for me, I'm a little conflicted on this one because I hate the concept. Well, I hate the animal. I hate the product, but the concept is very clever and useful. So I'm not sure where I would put it.
I feel like I'm just used to it because it's such a common animal in the Avatar
Yeah.
universe.
Definitely.
I would put it right between elephant koi and unagi.
Whoa, that low.
Kind of a sandwich between the fish.
I was thinking above the elephant koi just conceptually, but I am more comfortable having it a little bit farther away from the otter penguin just for its safety.
That's a good reason to put it there. I agree.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, we have a lot.
We're only halfway done.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say we should probably like do
Yeah.
a little
Okay,
bit
here
of
we
a
go.
speed round.
Okay.
Reptile bird, what the fuck is that?
That's like the parrot,
So just like a lizard.
a lizard bird.
A lizard is just a reptile bird.
What? A lizard
Wait,
is
no.
a reptile bird?
I can't remember
mean
if birds came
a
from
bird is-
lizards.
A bird is just a reptile bird.
Yeah, that's true because birds did come from dinosaurs. They're
Mhm.
like the closest relative.
It's like saying like a primate human.
That's a good point.
That's how I greet all my friends.
I do like the reptile bird though because it can climb things. It's a little scary,
That's true.
but as long as it's on the right side, I'm sure it would be a very fun friend to have.
It also might be able to talk.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
If-
if that makes it better or worse.
much better. Can you imagine if Echo could talk? Oh my
God.
god, I would be so
A talking lizard?
a talking
A
lizard.
talking lizard?
I'm gonna put it personally right below otter penguin. I don't know how you.
Yeah,
feel.
me too.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I love reptiles and birds.
We stand one clade.
hog monkey. Hog monkey. Trying to remember where we see hog monkeys.
In the Jet episode.
Are they
Jet.
the ones that like get caught up in little Star Wars episode 6
Yeah.
traps? Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know her very well. But conceptually hog monkey is fun.
In my mind, I'm just thinking of like Flopsy, but like brown
Tiny.
now and smaller.
What if it was brown?
Yeah.
They have like long monkey tails, and they kind of look like they got like big shoulders.
Okay.
Okay.
There yeah, I
Do
remember
they
these.
do they have fingers? This is critical.
I think they must. That's a great question, though.
Okay. If they have fingers, then I don't like them.
What?
I don't
Just
know.
because you don't trust them.
I don't want like a hog to have fingers. That's what I'm
That's true. In Animal Farm, that is like a bad thing for the hogs to have fingers.
I don't
Ugh.
think any carnivore should have fingers. They should be nerfed.
Did you just say a hog was a carnivore?
I don't know if I mean, according to
they eat,
Lion
like-
King, they eat insects.
I thought they ate like the brush from the forest. Maybe they have like a combination. Little herb.
Hogs eat everything, basically.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say just fighting animals, kind of like how fighting
Okay.
type
A
animals.
fighting type animal. You're thinking of tepig, not real hogs.
I'm thinking there's like big, strong, like moose. They're terrifying and they can fight you, but they're vegetarian. So hog monkeys, I don't think fighting type. Which hog? I don't think they should have fingers.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to be strangled by an animal.
The other thing,
I don't want that.
conceptually, it is like also a little bit lazy because they already did that.
Yeah, and the other thing is they don't really have any hog features. They just kind of snort.
Yeah. So I'm a hog person.
We are all hog people.
We're all hog goat gorillas. And ostriches love it.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
I'm-
really turning into a zoo.
Yeah, I'm feeling I'm going to put this around like tiger seal
Whoa.
range.
I would say,
maybe.
yeah, maybe between tiger seal and unagi.
I might even put it below tiger seal.
That's
just
valid.
because it tiger seal is kind of a nothing idea. And I feel like hog monkeys are maybe a bad idea.
Should not have happened.
Less than nothing.
But if you two are both thinking above tiger seal, then that
No,
works as well.
I think
No.
you're right.
Tiger seals are at least shaped like friends.
Can I just
That's
say,
true.
like, I haven't even introduced the next one, and I'm already like, let's put it at the
Yeah.
very bottom. Our next one is Canyon Crawler, and I guess conceptually it's all right, but I fucking hate to see it
Mhm.
so much.
The one thing I will say for Canyon Crawler is I remember from maybe the art book or an interview that it was the first like challenge that the creature design team was given by Brian and Mike. Like everything beforehand was like kind of easy to draw or like conceptualize.
Right.
Mhm.
And then this one they're like, I want it to be a giant alligator cockroach.
It looks challenging.
It's challenging for me to
It's
look at.
challenging to look at.
Yeah, so I guess like again, they clearly put in a lot of work designing this big boy, and
Mhm.
I appreciate that. But I cannot imagine the sheer terror I would experience seeing one in real life.
True.
Imagine like moving your couch and there's just one underneath it.
Yeah. I mean, this
It's
is
just your whole couch.
there's a lot of them in Florida.
That is true.
Canyon
Yeah, that
crawlers,
is
you mean.
true.
You don't get roach gators.
I think I already shared my terrible cockroach experience from when I visited you on the podcast. Did I?
That sounds familiar to me, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Definitely at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I appreciate all the hard work the team did getting this one out there, but I just can't, in good conscience, put it anywhere near the top.
It belongs at the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah, it's down there for a reason. It's interesting that it doesn't ever just like leave. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
there's a lot more food to be found
That's true.
in
It's
other
true. It's-
places.
Canyons are supposed to be like barren, right?
Yeah. What are they doing down there? It's just part of their identity.
They're
so-
just they're just driven down there by everyone.
Maybe they just like the canyon guy. They want to be his friend, but they're like tsundere about it.
Maybe they are all friends, and like he faked his injury just because he didn't want to go to work that day. So he's like, "Can you guys just beat me up today for this one?" Badger mole.
Yeah, so we haven't seen one of these yet, but we did see a statue, which so I counted it.
Those are the earthbending ones.
Yes, they're good. I like them a lot.
They're extremely
Yeah.
good. I feel like they're like god tier animals, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
the original Earthbenders.
Exactly. So they got to be at the top, surely. Somewhere at the top, maybe even the top.
Which is ironic because they like it being underground.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But we're not going to put them down there with the devil bugs.
They went so far underground that they came out on the other side.
Yeah.
I was thinking like troll physics for that, but you can literally actually do that.
You can do
like
that.
that's physically
That's true.
that's physically how it works.
We don't canonically know the shape of this world. Might not be a sphere.
It could be like an inside out tube that if you dig far enough down, you just fall out of the sky. That's true.
Ooh. Hashtag research toilet paper earth.
Research recursive Earth.
So yeah, I would put them at the top. I don't know about you, Noah.
Yeah, top for me. Especially because they taught Toph how to earthbend
Yeah.
and
They taught Toph, and so they're at the top.
the Toph.
Shouldn't it be like an elephant badger mole or something? Why
Just
are they
big.
big?
I mean, have you seen a badger at its full potential?
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a badger, so that's a good point.
Well, if you do, you'll be surprised by their human eyes.
Wait,
Oh, no,
really?
sorry, they're square eyes. Sorry, that was a
Ooh. Wait, do
I
they
botched-
actually
I
have
botched
square
that.
eyes?
no, that was just a callback.
Oh,
I was
okay.
scared. I was ready to believe anything. Yeah, I have watched that Flash animation a number of times, though, so I feel like I'm a badger expert.
It's basically everything you need to know about them.
They like mushrooms, I guess.
Yeah, the song is actually like reading from a textbook about badgers.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't tell because he usually doesn't use his singing voice, but it is David Attenborough.
Wait, really? Oh,
I can say anything in an authoritative voice.
I am... God, I'm
And-
sorry.
Because of the science side of Tumblr, you have to believe me.
It's true. You've like so far been much more factual about things than we have when we're trying, so it's only fair. The platypus bear, Platypus bear is such a weird concept. Mixing a platypus with anything is already
Yeah.
just bold off the
Just-
get-go because it is
Just
such.
the platypus in general is.
The platypus is like the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe of the real world, I feel like.
That's true.
The whole show is actually just set in Australia.
That explains a lot.
I'm wondering what a bill would add to the bear.
The ability to speak like Donald Duck.
Okay.
Bears eat fish, and if you have a bill, I would assume that means that they just swallow the fish whole.
Or maybe their bill is sort of like a pelican bill and they can store fish a little bit.
Oh.
Hmm.
Don't pelicans eat fish. Isn't
Yes.
it terrifying because they like just chemically digest you in their throats or something?
I think you're thinking
I
of
don't-
Venus flytraps.
Now, a Venus flytrap pelican would be a really cool hybrid.
Holy shit.
That's like a Pokemon idea right there.
That is. I actually really like that.
They automatically eat anything that is like in range of
I
them,
mean-
and then they can't eat anything for like a week.
It is possible that that's kind of how, because I remember, I think they have like bones in their, you know what? I really got to stop because I don't know anything about anything. So I'm just going to be leading everyone astray.
I'm not sure if they have bones in there, but it's a challenging idea.
Well, they do when they have fish because the fish have bones. For me, a platypus bear would be maybe below the, no. This is a tough one. I feel like it's very in the middle for
I
me.
like the Unagi more than the platypus bear.
Why do you hate this platypus bear so much?
It just seems kind of boring to me.
Boring.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't really have any strong feelings about it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's taking a platypus and making it slightly more normal, if anything.
That's true.
I feel like
Yeah.
I should care more about it, but it just seems kind of maybe by this point in the series, our tolerance to weird animals has been built up a lot, and we need weirder animals.
That's really true. Yeah. Where are the laser eyes? Which animal has laser eyes?
None of them.
Just ignore I said that.
Okay. I thought you meant in real life.
I did, but I remembered that that's not a thing. So below the Unagi,
Sure.
turkey geese. That's just two birds.
Yeah, it seems like something you can actually do.
That's even more boring.
Like how you can breed a horse with a donkey. I feel like you could actually get a real turkey geese. Are they
Okay, the
compatible?
call-out post. You both said you loved these when they were in the episode.
I forgot.
The one thing
that
I
those
like
were
about them
turkey geese.
is that they do hate Sokka.
That is true. Okay, so here's the thing. Conceptually, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 1 out of 10. I'll give him 1. but like politically and ideologically, I am extremely pro turkey geese. Turkey geese 2020.
Turkey geese and their running mate reptile bird.
Yeah. Yeah, I took that that 120 question political alignment test, and it just said turkey geese at the end.
So this is a tough one because since I've already established that I'm willing to trash these animals just based on how much I hate them and nothing to do with their concept, I guess I'm going to put the turkey geese up by the otter penguin. So maybe just below otter penguin. How you feeling, Noah?
Yeah, just like what you two said,
What?
the circumstances of your
Of
birth
your birth.
and of your
Right.
and creation
Yeah.
don't matter. It's the choices that you make is what matter. And I do like the choices that these turkey geese make.
Yeah, the canyon crawlers didn't make any good choices, so we can leave them down there.
I have no issues with that.
We have one left, the sheer shoe, which I love.
Shearshoe, honestly, like to me, is like top. It's
Yeah.
number one.
It's
Mhm.
extremely good.
Smelly.
Smelly?
Smelly.
Did we ever go if it could actually see?
Of
Does
course
it have
can't.
eyes?
No, it can see in the same way that like our eyes absorb light information and translate it into spatial information in our brains, but they just
that's
do it
not
with
what-
smell.
So it can't see light, is what I'm saying.
Your idea of seeing is extremely limited, Noah.
No, I know I know how seeing works, and that you can see with smell and you can see with your ears.
Go on.
Can you? And I'm saying, does the shearshoe even have eyeballs?
I don't think so.
to perceive light.
The way I understand it, it doesn't have eyeballs, but we're thinking about it from a perspective where, like, we have a difference between seeing and looking, whereas the Shih Tzu has a difference between what we would call smelling and its version of looking.
Yeah, exactly. So it processes the same information with the same results, but just with a different sense. So I'm pretty sure shrews don't have eyes typically, canonically.
Wait, what is this a combination of?
So it's a combination of a mole and the Wikia said a German Shepherd.
What the fuck?
And an anteater. The anteater makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure
I'm
what.
reeling.
I think someone just like thought the legs looked like a German Shepherd.
Maybe because it smells.
No, that's the
like-
mole.
I feel like the farther we go on, like the weirder.
Wait, but doesn't a mole see with like vibrations, or the way TWAF does?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, so why is it called a shrew? Is the thing?
Well, it's not a shrew. It's a shoe,
It's a sheer
God,
shoe.
Sorry,
and it's because shoes smell.
Oh, like smelly feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, personally, I would put it below the badger mole, but I'm going to leave it up to just below for me. But I know Alex said at the top. I don't know how you feel, Noah.
I would say personally just below. Yeah.
That's fair. I do think that, like I just said, with the platypus bear kind of plateauing and being boring because we were expecting more, the Shih Tzu does deliver more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I did love June's entrance with this monster of a pet.
The thing with it can paralyze people by licking them.
Well, German Shepherds can do that.
Oh, that's true. That's why.
That's why it's a German Shepherd.
That's why my mom's dog has that ability.
Yeah. No wonder, like, I can't move whenever I go to your mom's house.
Yeah. It's not too incorrect. That's all of them.
God, we did it.
So let me read the list from first to worst.
Should we go bottom up?
Okay, so like a cracked style?
Yeah, like crack.com video.
Top 15 animals from Avatar: The Last Airbender you won't believe. Coming in at the worst, canyon crawler. And then hog monkey. And then tiger seal. Platypus bear. Unagi. Ostrich horse. Elephant koi. Komodo rhino. Tiger dog. Reptile bird. Turkey geese. Otter penguin. Goat gorilla. Sheer shoe. And then at the top, badger mole. This did just remind me of the Animal Planet's most extreme animals.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that show. Yay!
Damn.
That was fun.
So that game took a long time. This game will take a bit less time.
Totally forgot that we were going to be doing this also.
But it's just, I'm going to list 15 animals, and I want you to tell me whether it is a canonical animal in Avatar: The Last Airbender or one that I invented.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And we're going to start a bit easy.
Okay.
Cat.
Canonical, yes.
Yes.
Miyuki.
Yes, there are also two other cats.
Well,
there's one in Omashu.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
There's one that gets into the zoo in Ba Sing Se.
Interesting.
Wait, like there's a part of the zoo that's just a cat.
Like there's a kid who's like, how did you get in there? Like, cat's name.
Oh, okay.
Next animal is dog.
I'm gonna say, oh God, I feel like I remember seeing a dog, but maybe that was the tiger dog. I'm gonna say non-canonical.
I'm gonna say no.
There is one dog
Oh my
in
God.
the oasis.
What?
Licking the small iceberg in the oasis.
My God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so funny.
I honestly, when I was writing these down, I wrote down dog, like, assuming it was fake, and then I double checked and it was
my
real.
God.
The next animal is beetle rhinoceros.
Anal rhinoceros?
Beetle rhinoceros.
Oh, beetle rhinoceros.
There was like a little bit of like you cut out there for a half a second. A beetle rhinoceros. God, that has to be non-canonical because we've seen them be lazy before. But
that's a regular rhinoceros.
A beetle rhinoceros?
They got
They got
those horns. They got
Oh,
the
I was
same.
like thinking like the little beetle wings.
Mm.
Just a regular rhinoceros. I think non-canonical, personally.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
That is correct.
Yay!
Nice.
Imagine a beetle rhinoceros and the only thing is that it's just shiny.
Rhinoceros beetle.
Rhinoceros.
Wait, what? Oh, that's a real animal though. So,
Is-
You know what? I'm going to say that's canonical because I feel like it would have given you the idea to switch it around for the fake one.
I'm going to say it's non-canonical.
We're splitting?
Yeah. Interesting.
Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
So you're both right. In the sense that the animal we have called a rhinoceros beetle is non-canonical. However, what Noah was thinking of as a beetle rhinoceros is called a rhinoceros beetle and is real.
What the fuck?
It's also in the desert.
Interesting.
Wow.
And I also, for this, when I went to write down rhinoceros beetle thinking that it wasn't real and then checked and it was.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
I'm just going to give you that to you because you deserve it.
We have
Thank you.
We have to agree on these now.
Okay.
It's the only fair way. Otherwise, we'll just get them all right.
We're like, has to be unanimous.
Next is a panther hawk.
Ooh.
Panther hawk.
They're hot.
That sure sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Panther hawk. I feel like that would be something I would remember.
It sounds like an Avengers ship.
To be clear, some of these are not from the Prime show. Some of them are from Legend of Korra, and some of them are from the
Ooh.
Ooh,
comics.
damn.
I feel
Deep
like
cuts.
I feel like you've given us a clue. Surely this is canonical.
I'm going to say yeah. Let's go.
I faked you out.
No!
God damn it.
You're such a good bluffer.
Next is elephant mandrill.
What is a is that a type of monkey?
Yeah, it's like a baboon thing.
Okay. Elephant mandrill. They do like a monkey.
With the word logic that we've constructed so far, I'm assuming
It's just a big
it would be a big
big
mandrill.
monkey. I feel like surely they wouldn't be that lazy.
I feel like they would be. I feel like it would be tiring at some time.
This is so difficult because sometimes they are good and sometimes they're bad.
Yeah.
I do need you both to make one decision.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
You're correct.
Oh my God. Nice.
It is also in the zoo.
Oh my God.
Next is a hipporilla.
Hipporilla.
Hmm.
That's a new format for this name thing. So I feel like that's suspicious off the get-go, but they could do that.
They could do that, but I don't think they did.
Okay, I'm going to say no.
Correct.
Nice.
Next is the porcupine.
I'm sorry, the what?
Porcupine.
Porcupine? Is that just a dog? Porcupine?
A
A porcupine that borks?
BOAR.
A B-O. Oh,
Oh,
okay. That sounds conceivable. I'll say yes.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Like, it could probably go really fast and do like a Sonic the Hedgehog little rolly thing, charge at you. I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yay!
The
Nice.
warriors of Kyoshi fight one when they're getting Appa back.
Interesting.
I can't wait to get to all these animals
Yeah.
and be like, oh, remember that one? So fun.
Next is a polar bear.
I think I remember seeing this in the wiki. Because, okay, so just parting the kimono a little bit, it wasn't today, I promise, but it was at the beginning of the show, like when we first started the podcast. I feel like because it was in the first episode that we started talking about the animals.
Mm-hmm.
And before we recorded, I did just have a cursory glance at the list of animals in the show that are not hybrids. And I feel like I remember seeing a polar bear. I could be wrong, but it sounds familiar to me. So I'm going to say yes, personally.
I'm going to say yeah. If there's normal bears, there's got to be polar ones.
You remembered right.
Yay!
Nice.
Next is a goat pig.
Goat pig.
Ooh.
Don't like that. That sounds like a smart goat, which I don't,
Yeah.
I don't want.
It has square eyes.
Ooh.
We really need to nerf these goats' intelligence.
I'm going to say
I'm going to say no because I don't want it.
yeah, same page.
You're correct. I was hoping to throw you off because of the Zuko Alone episode with all the pig hybrids.
Oh, that's smart. Fortunately for me, I have a terrible memory.
Thank God.
Well, next is a goose pig.
Goose pig.
Goose pig.
So I'll say yes for that one. I'm just imagining like a Paper Mario kind of esque machine that spits out all of these fun little pigs.
Most of my thinking is just trying to conceptualize a goose pig.
It's just a pig that quacks.
Because gooses quack.
It's a pig that attacks Sokka.
It's a pig that talks.
A talking pig?
A talking pig?
A talking pig?
I'm going to say yeah. Sure.
Gotcha.
No! Oh.
Too cleverly constructed.
Next is a pigeon.
Pigeon.
I'm just imagining a tiny little pig that flies around, and I love that. It's like pigwidgeon or a little...
Oh, yeah.
A pigsy?
A piggiotto.
Ooh. I like this concept, so I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes. This one for sure.
Surely.
No.
Oh, no. No!
God damn it.
You should write for Avatar.
Thank you. Next is a zebra frog.
Oh, I thought you said super frog.
An elephant frog.
Great frog.
Frog 2.
It's frog fractions. It was in Avatar the whole time. No, next is zebra frog.
I feel like I had one of those in that Pocket Frogs game. No, I'm going to say no. Wait, yes. Wait, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to say yes. Final answer, personally.
Are you sure? I was thinking saying no just because, like, thinking from the animator's perspective, it feels frustrating to have like a zebra patterned animal.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's like black and white.
And red all over?
And
Sorry.
green all over because it's a frog.
Automatic.
And it just seemed like having all those lines and having to differentiate all the limbs and things that frogs have.
I still feel like it could be real.
Okay. I'm just going to go with you on this one.
Wait, no.
Are you sure?
You do
Aren't
that too
you?
much. So
Okay.
I'll side with Noah. So
Okay.
we'll say no.
So it is real.
God damn it.
But your instincts were right, Noah, because it's not something that is in the show animated. It's one of the pro bending teams.
Interesting.
Oh, this game is perfect for just how badly I remember things.
I'm having so much fun playing mind games with you. Next is a fox antelope.
A fantelope.
An envelope with a Fanta in it.
That cannot be real. Although I want it to be. I feel like I've seen real antelope that look kind of like, or like a real fox that has like those weird little antelope legs.
There is, yeah, that's a maned wolf. It's
Oh yeah.
somewhere in South America. And it's like,
They're
yeah, it's like
so cool.
It's like a fox on stilts. I love those.
It looks like some weird Okami style artwork just in real life.
Thought you said weirdo commie.
That's just me.
Folks.
That's us. I'm a little weirdo.
I'm not like the other commies.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say yes because again, I do love this concept.
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah.
Correct.
Yay!
It's seen in one of the establishing shots for Ba Sing Se as they're taking the train into town.
Cool.
Nice.
I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Love that.
Our final animal is a beaver bear.
Beaver bear.
Beaver bear.
Beaver bear.
Beaver bear.
That's like a platypus bear.
Yeah.
Same tail.
I'm going to say
Same tail.
probably not.
I'm gonna say
for that.
yeah, no.
I feel
it
like
feels a little redundant.
yeah, and it feels like if you can go with a fun hybrid bear, you could go with a platypus instead of a boring beaver because you just want to be wacky and cool.
Keep in mind, if Alex designed this, it's very rude to say it's a boring design.
Sorry. I'm just going to...
I don't think this is real because it sucks.
If I am wrong, then I do love it. I love the concept.
I don't think it's real.
I don't think it's real.
You're correct.
And it's a great design.
I love it. It's very creative. Thank you.
You so much. Got 9 out of 15 correct.
Ooh.
Holy shit. That's
better than half, I think.
It is. I definitely
Nice.
got you with that triple pig fake out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was tricky.
What's 9 divided by 15? 0.6.
60%, baby.
Yeah.
You
We got a
passed.
D.
Hell yeah. My mom would be so proud.
D for definitely passed.
D for the Avatar.
Okay, so our next segment is 20 questions. And I believe you have something ready, right?
I sure do. I think you'll find that you already have a clip of me telling you the answer in your Google Drive. My answer to 20 questions is Uncle Iroh's 13.6 centimeter tall Detective Pikachu amiibo.
Is it in the episodes we have seen thus far?
No.
Is it in season 2?
Don't. Okay,
What?
that's fine.
I'm just
ask the boring questions.
I know how long it took last time. So
That's valid.
No.
it's not in the second season.
Is it a person?
No.
Is it shaped like a friend?
Yes.
Is it alive?
No.
That really narrows it down. There aren't a whole lot of things that aren't alive that are shaped like a friend.
Is it sort of like a representation of a thing?
Yeah.
Is it man-made?
Yes.
Is it? Is it something that you could deface and graffiti on?
Yes, you could.
Would it?
Is it one of those like washable bears they had in the 90s? You
No,
just
it's
draw on
not.
something.
That counted as a question.
Oh no.
Would it be a weird thing to see graffiti on, or would you be like, seems like a vandalizable thing?
It would be weird to see graffiti on it.
Is it something you could pick up?
Yes.
Would you have to be strong to pick it up?
No.
Is it only in one episode?
Yes.
Is it?
Wait.
Oh,
Okay, I wasn't gonna break out of yes and no answers. It is from one episode. It may be mentioned in other episodes.
Okay.
okay. Is it in the Earth Kingdom?
No.
Would you have one of these in your home if you had the opportunity?
Yes.
Is it a?
Is it an Aang amiibo?
No.
Is it an Aang Funko Pop?
No.
Is there only one?
No.
Is it full of fluff?
No.
Is there like a main one and then a bunch of duplicates, or are they all just kind of sort of equal, kind of scattered?
Yes. There's a main one. There's one I'm thinking of.
Is this technically made from organic materials?
Yes.
If you knocked this onto a tile floor, would it be loud?
Just me, Aaron Paul, reacting, even though I don't know what it is.
Yes.
It would be loud.
It would be loud. Would it be like a clanging or just a quick little bap?
The second one.
Could I set it on fire?
Maybe.
Can it melt?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just coming up with ways to destroy it.
Well, that's how you learn about things. That's the scientific method, baby.
Could this be something I could use to end a war?
No.
Can it be shattered?
No.
Is it made of wood?
No.
Could someone bend it with their bendy powers?
I'm gonna say no.
Is it in the main series of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
Oh. I probably should have started with that question.
Is it in Legend of Korra?
No.
Oh my God.
Is it in the comics?
No.
Is it in the little chibi series that they do?
No.
Is it even in Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise?
No.
Oh my God. This is unprecedented.
Is this part of the creation of the show?
No. I do have a hint ready for you if you'd like.
Okay.
I would love it.
You're on question 35, so I'm going to give you 5 more.
Oh my God.
Oh. Noah already asked if it was shatterable, and I was like, is it the bottles that were popping?
Is that your question?
No. Just a funny joke.
For sale, one bottle never popped.
For sale, baby bottle popped.
Does this have anything to do with Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
Does it have? There's no relation.
Is that a separate question?
Yeah. Is there any relation
No,
at all?
it's just like wasting
Any
bullets
connection?
at this point.
Yes, there is a connection.
There's a connection. Okay. You go ahead, Summer.
I just don't even know where to begin now. I feel like I've just been dropped in the middle of the ocean. Is it something that we have mentioned on the podcast?
Yes.
Interesting.
Does it exist in real life?
Yes.
Is the only connection it has to the franchise through us mentioning it on our Avatar: The Last Airbender podcast?
Yes. You're at question 40 and you've already got my hint, so I can't talk
Okay,
about it.
okay. Alex?
Yes.
Alex?
Yes, Noah?
Alex?
Yes, Noah?
Is it inside the house?
Is it coming from inside the
Is
house?
the answer coming from inside the house?
I don't know if it's in your house.
I'm terrified. It's just going to end up being Alex and she's right
say,
behind us.
I cannot say whether it is or is not inside your house right now.
I can neither confirm
I'm
nor
scared.
deny.
This is a mistake. I'm just looking around, trying to get inspiration from the various heaps of garbage we have sitting about the apartment right now, because we're just getting rid of a bunch of stuff right now. Does it spark joy?
Yes.
Then surely we're not getting rid of it if it isn't our home. Man, we mentioned so much random shit in our podcast. We really got to stay on topic.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking oh God. I feel like it's just a catalog of my life.
Yeah. Do I own it?
I don't know.
Does Summer own it?
I don't know.
Do
Why
either
didn't you just start with
Okay. Do either of us own it?
You can't say
Do you
that.
know
you
if
just
either of us own it?
undo your last question.
I don't know. You're on question 45.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for keeping track, because I'm
You're
always
welcome.
extremely curious about how many questions we actually go through.
Keep forgetting that you can melt it.
You can melt it?
Wait, can you melt it?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I didn't even.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's something
It's meltable.
organic, shaped like a friend
Here's-
that melts?
The meltable things that are, is it edible? Can I eat it?
You can't.
Oh.
Interesting. But it's not alive.
Is it a,
The mental image I'm creating in my mind is bad. It's terrifying. It's like a stuffed
Okay.
bunny made out of real animal parts.
can it be eaten by
That's
humans?
my Homestuck reference. Sorry, go ahead.
Can it be
Not-
eaten by humans?
No.
Interesting. Would it kill a human to eat it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Can it be eaten by an animal?
Yes.
Would
Now I'm just imagining a stuffed bunny made out of human parts, but it's just raw flesh. So it's a tiger could eat it,
Yes.
but not a human.
um
Ooh, a tiger could eat it. Okay.
would it be recommended in any diet?
No.
Would it go bad if I had it in my house just sitting there long enough?
No.
Is it made of animal products?
Hannibal.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Hmm.
Does it come from plants?
It could.
Can it vary in material?
No. The viewers at home are laughing uproariously at all this.
I'm confused now.
Science side of Tumblr is having a riot with this.
Is it a part of me?
I was going to
Wait,
ask the
no.
same question, but there's so many reasons it couldn't be.
Because neither of us own it.
yeah,
Or
it's
you're not
it's,
sure.
it's my hand, but I don't have it.
I'm not sure if either of you own a hand.
It's not a part of you physically.
Oh.
Is it part of my soul?
I mean, it could be in a sense. Actually, no, that's a stupid answer. No, it's not part of your soul.
Can it be physically melted? Because you can melt someone's heart.
Aw.
Yes, it can be physically melted.
Is it something we've talked about more than once on the podcast?
See, that's what I'm not sure. I think it might have been mentioned more than one time.
Is this something that would be appropriate for a home for gamers?
Yes.
If you had to Secret Santa someone and the only thing you knew about them was that they were a gamer, would this be an appropriate gift?
Yes.
Interesting.
Would this even be in Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box that you can get gamer gifts for?
Maybe.
Would you say it's too expensive to be put into Loot Crate?
I don't have enough information about Loot Crate.
Okay, me neither.
Hey, Alex,
Hi, Summer.
does this have a face?
Yes.
FaceTime.
No, this is Discord.
There are so few things with faces these days.
Talk about it.
We're not sure exactly what it's made of.
I'm extremely confused about what it's made
Does it
of.
have electronic components?
Yes.
What the fuck? But a tiger can eat it? I'm so lost.
Does it have RFID capability?
Yes.
What?
Is it an amiibo?
Yes.
What? Wait.
What?
I feel like we definitely mentioned something like this, and I can't remember what it was. Oh my god.
Is this
just
is
proof
this
that
amiibo
I'm
voiced
not
by Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
Oh!
Is this the 13 point something inch Detective Pikachu amiibo?
I'm so proud of you.
Oh
Thank
my god.
It is Uncle Iroh's 13.6 centimeter Detective
Oh my-
Pikachu amiibo.
Oh my god. That was
Wait, hold
such a
on.
good one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I thought it was 69 questions. It was 79.
Oh,
God damn it. Just pretend we'll
Nice.
just cut 10
We'll
of
cut
them
10 of the
out.
questions. Yeah.
Oh my god.
thank you.
Thank you so much. That was such a good one. I've been staring at the amiibos for this whole game, so
Do you have that
it's
one?
embarrassing.
No, we do not.
No, but holy
Too
shit.
big.
That would be really funny to make.
I've been thinking about this moment for months.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
When you said Aang amiibo, my heart stopped.
The thing is, I have such a bad memory that there's no way I ever would have remembered that.
Also, it's technically organic because it's made of plastic, which is technically organic.
I guess.
Is plastic made from plants?
It can be.
It's
Everything is
carbon-based?
organic when you think about it.
Wait, is ash is just
Organic means carbon-based, yeah.
ash is carbon, so is ash organic?
From Pokemon?
I'm just gonna come clean. I forgot that Detective Pikachu was already an amiibo, and for some reason I was imagining the actual real live mouse Pikachu with an RFID chip inside of it, and that's why a tiger could eat it, because it was an actual fucking animal. So
I didn't say a tiger should eat it.
And it would be appropriate for some diets.
Alex, we have another question for you.
Hit me.
What are your cabbages?
I have a lot of cabbages. I chose a few that I thought would resonate with the cabbagers out there. Metroid Prime Trilogy, Mario Galaxy 2, Hollow Knight, The Stanley Parable, Tacoma, We Know the Devil, Transistor, the whole Paper Mario series, Earthbound, and 100 other things I have on Steam that I got for 25 cents in a Humble Bundle.
Huh.
You
can take it, Noah. While I think.
This
Does it feel like airing dirty laundry?
it feels like a sliced open cabbage because it feels a little open-ended.
That's true.
I have an idea of my own cabbages.
Okay, what are your cabbages?
Please.
Splatoon 1, Metroid, the NES one. God. Little Big Planet. I could be totally wrong about my cabbages.
I mean, a cabbage is a cabbage, no matter how small.
Star Wars, Lego, whatever on the Wii. SSX 3. Uncharted. I had to pick one more. Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds.
I don't know what either of your cabbages are.
I'm guessing that Summer's are a bit different from mine, but that's also valid.
Now we just have a little potpourri of cabbages.
Okay. Here's my cabbages is
My cabbages is.
My cabbagesis.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, also the Paper Mario series,
That's a good cabbage.
and a bunch of games that I have with PlayStation Plus, and a bunch of games that I got for 25 cents on Steam.
I feel like that cabbage goes around a lot. All the cabbagers out there can relate.
A family cabbage.
A cabbage of one's own.
Alex, where can people find you online, and what would you like to plug today?
People can find me on Tumblr at leafcrunch.tumblr.com, and they can find me on Twitter at crunchleaf because Leaf Crunch was taken.
Had to do it to him voice. God is good. Alex can now be found on Twitter by her legal name at Leaf Crunch.
They can find me on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die sometimes. And they can also maybe find me on the Hamsteak podcast. This will go out after that does. So yeah, I'm trying to like dust off my Homestuck project, the year of our Lord 2019.
I love Homestuck. I would love to finish it someday.
Same. I started it 3 years ago, and I'm not yet at the big thing that everyone says is where it really starts.
I think I started Homestuck in 2010, very shortly after it began, and I still have not completed it. So
Understandable.
it's difficult to do. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like the later that you start, the easier it is because you don't have to wait around anymore.
That's so true. Because I did get stuck just waiting for them to be released, and that really is where I fell off.
You can find me on Tumblr at OwlDude and on Twitter at OwlDude and on music stuff at noahdoesmusic.tumblr.com. I do the music for the show, by the way, and also noahgeist.bandcamp.com.
I'm on Twitter at Stellar Ghost, Tumblr at Interstellar Princess, my art blog summerart.tumblr.com, or just summergeist.art. And you can support my creative various endeavors on Patreon, patreon.com/summergeist. And you can also follow my Podcabbages on Twitter at mypodcabbages and rate us on iTunes if you're in the neighborhood. And as always, check out noisebase.xyz. Before you go, Alex, and sorry to spring this on you, but I was bouncing around the idea of a little last minute segment for our guest episodes, post plugs, where we spill a little tea and just leave this sopping rug for our listeners on the way out. So I'm wondering if you could provide us with a hot take. It can be about anything.
Okay. I'd like to spill some hot tea. By this time, it's, I guess, lukewarm tea.
Okay.
It might even be some pretty nasty room temperature tea. Overall, and despite its issues, The Legend of Korra Season 2 is very good.
Thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today. It has been
truly delightful. We did not plan on doing that.
Yeah, I think that was something you were supposed to say, but then
sometimes
I want to steal it from you.
Noah says a thing I'm supposed to say, and that's just the way it is.
That's just how married works.
It's so true.
Thank you so much for having me on. This was truly delightful.
I poured your tea.
I think I had like little French learning discs too, but
Oh my God.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by French learning disc?
I just had them inserted into my brain, you know.
It's like a Pokemon TM?
I wish it worked like that. Oh my God. No, I had this weird robot boyfriend in high school who, like, the way that he showed affection was just like torrenting things and burning them onto discs.
I was really assuming that you're just talking about you playing a dating simulator or something.
No. God, I wish that were true. No.
I was still thinking of inserting discs into your head and thinking you meant literally a robot boyfriend. And he was trying to share them with you and not understanding why he didn't use them.